Everyone, it's Vivian Cherie here, back with the Beauty Brand Institute. Today, I want to present to you 7 ways to brand engage and get paid during a pandemic, crisis, outbreak, or quarantine. Yes, guys, I'm so excited that you're here today. We're going to be talking about some serious issues here, but at the same time, I truly believe there's always some good out of any and everything that may be going on in your life. It just all depends on the perspective. Now, if this is your first time joining us on this particular training, this training is for beauty business owners, especially those with a retail space. This particular training is especially um, beauty brand owners and beauty business owners that have a retail space. You definitely can take these tactics and strategies and use them in any type of business. That's our secret here. But also, even if you have an e-commerce business, so if you have a salon, barbershop, a nail shop, a esthetician, a spa, or anything in that particular realm, this training is for you. So without further ado, let's get to it. Again, I want to welcome all of you. If this is your first time attending these trainings, I promise you, you will definitely find them valuable and a great investment of your time. Now, in this training today, you're going to specifically learn the one mindset shift that could make or break your business during challenging times. Okay. Then we're going to talk about the setup to come back big after a big crisis. And next, we're going to discuss how to engage your clients, customers, and team and get paid during a quarantine crisis, outbreak, or epidemic. Okay. Now, first off, guys, I want to get a, I want to get a definition so you'll understand, especially as far as epidemic goes or pandemic, because right now we are currently during a time of pandemic. Basically, an epidemic, or the difference between an epidemic and a pandemic, is that an epidemic is an outbreak that is pretty much in a certain area. A pandemic is when it hits the whole globe, and that's what's going on right now, so that we're on the same page, okay? Well, first, before we jump into this interesting information, get rid of all the distractions and get ready to take some notes. This is going to be good, guys. You're going to find some great, valuable information here and things you can take away to your business, always starting today. So while you're grabbing pen and paper, let me tell you a little bit more about myself and why you should even care or listen at all. Well, I've worked for 3 Fortune 500 companies in the departments of leadership, branding, and marketing. I've authored 7 books, all in the entrepreneurial space. And I truly believe that the 3 Fortune 500 companies that I did work for are in the top 3 customer-centric industries, which is technology, pharmaceutical, and hospitality management. Okay, I always say this gives me the trifecta of top notch customer service. Now, on top of all of that, I've actually been in the beauty business for over 15 years. I was a student of cosmetology, and I also had a wonderful opportunity to intern with several celebrity brands, 6 and 7 figures, including the Housewives franchise. All right, but enough about me. This is all about you today. So let's get into it. Well, guys, at this point in time, we all can agree, regardless of where we are on the globe, we can all agree that we are living in challenging and fast changing times. I mean, from, like I said, the pandemic outbreaks, the COVID-19, floods, it doesn't stop just because we have this particular virus going on right now. But floods, we hear about it all the time on the news and social media, forest fires, wildfires. I mean, it seems like it's something that's always going on. Extreme weather, mudslides, hurricane, tornadoes. It's just always something going on. And, some people talk about global warming, and some people say they don't believe that. But at the end of the day, we know that things are changing. You can no longer just sweep it under the rug or ignore it. Okay. But I truly believe that extreme things, so extreme circumstances and situations and things that happen, I truly believe that they are reminders and wake up calls, that they are wake up calls about the importance of proper, proactive planning and execution. Okay, they are always a wake up call. But here's the mind shift though that could make or break your business during challenging times. Do you see opportunity or are you opposition based? Even though I know, like I said, I told you pretty much my credentials in the beauty industry and even just in branding and leadership roles, but I've always been a history buff. Like I like truly wanted to be a librarian. I don't even know why I didn't go out for the Library of Congress. This is how much I love history. I really wanted to be an archaeologist at one point in time, but my limited mindset at that time made me feel like, you're from the Midwest. How are you going to be an archaeologist? But look at now, we have people that travel the world and do things they want to do. That's always a reminder to me that the limits that you set upon yourself, those are the things those are going to be the doors that you close out. It never has anything to do with anyone else. Even if you are in a completely capsulated environment, there's going to come a time when you will be able to get an opportunity. But it all starts in the mindset. And so I really want to talk about the mindset shift because um, even though I am a digital marketer, avid technologist type of person, I love gadgets and gizmos, but I'm really into the fundamentals as well. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm not the type of person that really likes to get on social media a lot. Every tactic and strategy that I teach is all about set it and forget it. Like having a plan. Like when I go in the grocery store, for example, I already have a plan what I'm getting so I can get in and get out. And that's how I am about social media. Reason being, it is a blessing and a curse at the same time. And social media, and not just social media, sometimes the internet in general, you can get sucked down a rabbit hole of researching things all day, every day. So, like I told you guys, I'm an avid researcher. But, sometimes on social media, you really can use it as a tool of observation. And depending on who you are checking out or following or observing, you really start to tell a lot about the characteristics and the principles and the values of people during challenging times. They say anybody could be a leader when everything is all good, but when it's challenging times, you can really tell what people are made of. And I say all that to say, I was checking out some of our social media influencers that have influence, in the beauty industry, in all types of industries, not just the beauty industry. And they were out here really preaching fear, basically, and talking about the opposition. But the sad part was they're literally living a wonderful life, and it's like, wow, people are not aware of their influence on the world that they have with the power of their tongue and their mindset. So today, I want to set the foundation and the tone for the Beauty Brand Institute that no matter what goes on, I truly believe there's always an opportunity. I mean, you can look throughout history. It does not matter when there was like the Great Depression and even during the Civil War, Revolutionary War times, and the bubonic plague and the Black Plague and all of these different times, you remember they had chicken pox and measles and mumps. Guys, wait a minute. And here's the one that I really want to give you that's current and modern outside of what we're going through right now as a whole, as a globe. How many of you guys remember Y2K shutdown? There were people preparing for Armageddon and all type of things. And I'm not saying being prepared is not a good thing, but when you take it to the level of an obsession to where you're controlled by fear, I'm not going to even say obsession. When you're controlled by fear, but here's the deal though, guys. We're not knocking people for being overly prepared. It's just about how people spread fear. And what you must understand is, regardless of what's going on, there's two boats. There's people that are in fear because they're looking at everything as an opposition. And you got people that are getting paid because they're looking for opportunity. They see an opportunity. It's just like when there's a down market in real estate, you have people that have been saving up for moments like this. So today, with the Beauty Brand University and Institute, I want to talk to you about in the mindset of looking for opportunity during times of opposition. So let's talk about the setup to come back big after a crisis with your beauty brand or any type of small business that you may have. Because trust and believe, guys, there's going to be a comeback. Like, one thing about it, guys, I'm very hopeful, but not just me being overly optimistic because I really was born that way. I don't know why, but that's just how I'm wired. But at the same time, I definitely give myself daily reality dose checks. Okay. However, I truly believe in the hope. I'm here in America, but this particular pandemic that we're going through right now is globally. But I truly believe in the talent of America, really on a global scale, that someone's going to find a cure so that we can, I'm not going to say get back to how things were, because things will never be the same. That's one thing you must understand when crisis hit. Things will never be the same. It'll be a better version, but again, it depends on how you look at it. But I have high hopes and standards that I know that we will come out fine. We will come out well because we always have. So this is why you must focus your mindset on, okay, when we come out, do I have something already set up to go and put it in gear when it's time to go? Okay. And that's what we're talking about today. So the first piece to the comeback is with your beauty business and your brand. And I refer to those interchangeably, but most of the time I'll say your brand. But the first and most important part is to really start to understand your customer. You really want to start to understand your customer. So we're going to go back to ideal client profiling. I know you guys hear me talking about it a lot, but it's very, very important. And for this particular training, since we are really talking about more so engagement, but not just engagement, profiting as well. But with engagement, because see, with the what makes this training different as far as the pandemic goes and the outbreak, a lot of people are quarantined in. So now, if you have a retail space, your place might be closed down. You may not be able to do business. So this is the time that you have to engage more, be more creative about how you're engaging, and that's what this is about. So when it comes to truly engaging and connecting with your target audience, we're going to be looking at psychographical information today. Okay, now geographical information is always good as well, because you can also, if you know of any type of places where they can go and get resources or something like that, that's always great. But you never know where your customer base may be. So that's why I said, you could have an online business as well. But if you have a retail space, I'm going to talk a lot about that as well. So obviously, geographical information is going to be uh, utmost important because you want to really connect with your community. This is what's so cool about this training, guys. So like I said, make sure you're taking notes because we're going to be, I'm going to drop some great things on you today. Now, but after you get the geographical information under control, after you have that particular information, we're going to connect with our brand more so with the psychographical information. And again, psychographical information is all about their attitudes, interests, and their opinions about things. So this is pretty much saying you want to connect with them on an inner level. Okay, what type of books do they read? What type of music? What's important to them? That's pretty much what psychographical information is, because we are what we do. So if they have hobbies of working out, being active and fitness, if they're senior citizens and they're a part of AARP, if they're really into their pets, this is the things that you really want to extract right now while you're trying to connect with your audience, your brand, your customer base, your clients, your team members. Also, this is a great time for your team members to start thinking about your purpose again. Okay, because you're going to have two sets of people you want to engage with. You want to engage with your clients and customers, and then you want to make sure you're engaging with your team members. Okay, because it's very important that they are healthy so that they can make sure that everybody else is healthy. And I mean mentally healthy. Okay, so this is a wonderful time to reiterate and start talking about your purpose again, waking up to a new day. Listen, we're going to become more involved in the community backup plan. You can give somebody that complete job. This is a wonderful time. Here's another way, too, guys. I've been thinking about it with a lot of the things that's going on because a lot of places of business is shut down and things like that. Guys, this is almost like a favorable period of time to you because it's almost like a timeout session. Because you and I both know, whether you believe me or not on anything else, you and I both know that time flies. And look how we've been allowed a timeout, dude, a stop clock, just a moment in time. We can hurry up and get back. If you've been slipping on a few things, you can get back in order because when everything cranks back up, oh my goodness, guys, the reward is going to go to the one that is prepared and ready for takeoff. And that's why I'm glad you're here. Okay, so with your team, get ready to start talking about what your goals is. We're getting in line, getting everything structured, ready to go, presetting everything. This is how you really can crush the game, and this is why this is such an opportunity to set up for a big come up after the crisis. So we're connecting with our audience and our team members on personal levels using psychographical information, but also geographical information as well, connecting them with the community, letting them know there's resources around here and there and things that they should do. So let's talk about how to engage and get paid during a time of crisis and quarantine. So as I was saying to you, um, we're going to definitely talk about getting you paid, but this is really going to be talking about getting your clients engaged because during times of crisis, let's be honest, we're all people and we take things differently. And so, you being a leader, especially a beauty business leader, uh, a lot of people are looking to you for direction and inspiration and motivation. Okay. And even if you just sent out an inspiring card at the end of the day, people really take that to heed and to stride because depending on who your customer base is, they could be taking a hit deeper than everyone else. Okay, so I really want to employ you guys to think about that. Check out e-cards. There's a lot of e-card companies that are free. Simply send out a card or something like that to just let your clients know, hey, we're checking on you. Okay, but we're going to talk more deeply about it here. So, first off, when you're engaging with your community, we're talking about reiterating your beauty expertise. It's so funny to me that when I meet a lot of stylists and owners as well, they forget about the plethora of knowledge that we learned while we were in beauty school. It is just, like sometimes when I go to salons and they're talking about pulling in additional streams of income and things like that, it's a whole table of services that I almost guarantee, like maybe 85% of the time, that they are not even activating in their business that could totally be 25% increase in revenue with upsells alone. Okay, so when we talk about reiterating your beauty expertise, I really want you to think about everything that we learned in beauty school, especially if you took the full course of cosmetology. Okay, now if you did not, still you'll be able to relate because at the end of the day, you are in the beauty business. Okay, so you're reiterating your beauty expertise. So let's talk about some examples. First, you can prospect through problems. Remember, I was always talking about there's always top problems and issues in any industry. And if you can discover and write down the top 3 to 5 problems in your industry, you will always have content from here to the end of time. Out of just 3 to 5 problems. Sometimes people say find 10, but I truly believe if you find 3 to 5, you can take them from so many different angles. I mean, you will have unlimited amounts of content. Okay, so for an example here, we all know that, a lot of times natural anti-aging solutions, that could be a major key. You may not even be a plastic surgeon or anything, but we all want something that could get us make us look a little bit younger. So, home remedies, okay? Talking to people about through the problems. This is a great way to engage, with your clients and customer base while you're in a quarantine time or a moment of crisis. Product reviews, okay? So you can't get to the salon. Okay, well, let's talk about some products. Now, I can almost guarantee you everybody that is in the beauty industry, you have bought products that you have at home, whether it be a gadget or some type of sauce. I like to call, facials and things. I like to call it sauce for some reason. But we all have products, and whether it be a gizmo or some type of, package that application that we have to use that we never used. This is a great time. You can go in your stash just to engage your audience and let them know, keep their mind active. But not only that, keep your brand in the top of mind. Product reviews are great. Here's another example. I'm one of these people that, you get to that counter and they always have these new things for 99 cents and $2 at the beauty supply. I mean, this is me. It's either lipstick, fingernail polish, or some type of facial. Okay, this is another example. Very simple though, guys. Something that literally costs $1 to $2, maybe $5 for something really expensive when it's just a sample, and you literally could give your audience the engagement they need to get through this. So they can know, hey, we're still here, we're still supporting you. There are other things, going on. All right, here's another example, home remedies. While they're at home, people need more creativity to find something to do to keep their mind in healthy, creative states. People are better at creative states. There's no need of worrying about something that you can't control. Only control the controllables. These are things that they may have at home already, because we are a nation of people that are so used to being on the go. So a lot of times when people have downtime, they don't know what to do. This is a great way to remind them that you are the beauty expert. You can take at-home products and tell them and teach them about applying them. It'll be something that'll really make them feel good and most importantly, engage with your brand. Here's some tutorials, right? This is a great one. Avocado and eggs. This is why I was talking about in beauty school how we really used to get into the facials. And you've seen a lot of facial examples. And I did that on purpose because this is one of the gifts and tools that the cosmetology schools give us that I truly believe salons really don't take advantage of them. Because you don't have to be an esthetician to offer a client a facial, and I really enjoy facials. I truly believe a facial could be a $25 to $50 upsell, even 15, $20, and you literally bought it in a package. And some facials, some packaged facials are so good you can see the results instantly. But check this out, guys. How much more powerful would it be if you had all the natural products that are here and you blended them in a little mini blender and then you applied it? That, you know what? That client will feel so special because they seen it as like complete Mother Earth products right there. Okay. Well, anyways, this is also a way that you can use this to engage your brand while you're in the house, while you're in home or during a crisis and can't really physically engage. We are always looking for things and creative things to do. And the cool thing about this, guys, is you don't have to create these on your own. If it's something that like a product or a particular procedure that you want to get into, you can find the information online very easily. Okay. Next, you can talk about behind the scenes and product and service promotions. So again, if you have those products and services, something that you truly want to start pushing anyway, this would be the perfect time to do so. To talk about the products that you already want to add to the plethora of service products and services that you have already. This is a great time. And also to talk about things behind the scene. So you could discuss, you could have your different stylists that's on the team, different instructors, different people who play a role in the beauty business. This is a great time for them to get to know who you are and your staff. Okay. Next, engage with them with in-home mood makeovers. Okay. See, when we come to the salon, we want a makeover, right? And it's a mood makeover anytime. I think that's what originally got me addicted to going to the hair salon was I truly love the before and after. It's just something about the before and after just made me addicted to getting my hair done professionally at a salon. But they're at home, right? So there's other things that we can do and you can suggest as a beauty professional for a mood makeover. Something as simple as a new lipstick, some mascara. Um, you might want to stay away from the home coloring kits, but you can do nail polish. Um, there's so many different opportunities. You could even suggest different applications online, different quizzes, personality tests, so many different ways that you can truly engage with your clients and customers and team for in-home mood makeover. Again, with you being the beauty expert, with you being, because this is the perception they have, right? With you being the beauty expert, you can set the tone of your clients and customers and the team. Here's one of my favorites. This is an awesome time to talk about your personal principles. Okay, I call this personal principles promotion, right? So, for me, for an example, I'm really into having a healthy lifestyle. I'm not 100% there, but I love to make smoothies. I love juicing, and I really truly believe that if you're not completely perfectly living a healthy lifestyle, just add a small piece to your life at a time. So if you're not running a mile, run 5 minutes, run 10 minutes until you get up to that certain time. That's one thing about me that's always been a successful tactic or strategy that I've used in my life. I like to make micro goals that'll eventually lead up to the large goal, right? Because when you can achieve the smaller ones, it's not so much pressure when you finally get to that big one. But this is a wonderful time to connect with your brand. Let them know something that you stand for. It could be a healthy lifestyle promotion. It could be different organizations that you truly believe in, especially right now, because a lot of the nonprofits are trying to find ways to engage with the community, right? So you can attach yourself to a nonprofit at this time. This might be a good time for you to start a nonprofit, right? This is a wonderful time to promote your personal principles with your beauty business. Now, last but not least, say for instance, if you're like, you know what, I really don't have much to talk about, and I want to keep my personals right, behind the scenes, but you do understand and find it valuable to engage with your customer base. But at the same time, this could also just be another angle. You could simply talk about what's trending, okay? Because I want you to understand something. You might see 100 people going underground and buying all the food and water, but I can promise you there are people that are still living, going on vacation, having a good time, living it up, looking good. Okay, so you might as well set yourself up so that even if you are chilling out right now, set yourself up so when things come back, you're going to be ready to take off. And you can always do that by talking about what's trending. So, for an example, here, according to Vogue.com, at the New York, Paris, Milan, London, and Tokyo Fashion Week, the 7 trends that reign supreme for the spring 2020 are statement braids, romantic hair, tall and big hair. Think sculpting of 50s and 60s doo-wop area. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the flip come back as well. And then they talked about makeup like glitter and stones and things like that. So you can always engage with your brand and your clients and team members just talking about what's trending. So they'll know, you know what, guys, let's start checking out these colors right now. So while you guys are, I don't like to use the word lockdown, but while you're on a timeout, right now you can completely check out what colors are going to be hot right now and get prepared to start talking to people about implementing those you know in their wardrobe, or how it'll look better, different tone sets and things like that. So here are some free brand engagement resources. Okay, so if when you want to actually implement all those things that we talked about, here are the free resources that will help you do that. Social media, obviously. Okay. And like I was telling you guys, social media can definitely be a loud place. It's not def can be. It is a loud place. But when you have a strategy for why you're getting on there, it's not a problem. You're setting it and forget it. You're getting on, you're solving, you're implementing your objective, and you're getting off. So don't let it become overwhelming. Okay. Next, podcasting. This is a great time to do podcasting. Guys, and podcasting is so easy. It's cool and it's free. Okay, podcasting. You can Google free podcasting. Many sources will come up. And some of you might be saying, well, what am I going to talk about? Everything that we just discussed. Again, if you figure out your 3 to 5 problems, major problems in your industry, or that your target market really cares about, you can talk about those until your face turns blue through any source. Blogging, the same thing. Here's a resource, one of my favorites, freeconferencecall.com. You can make MP4s, which are videos, or you can do podcasting episodes right through this particular app and download it completely free. Check them out. YouTube, obviously, a great place. The cool thing about YouTube is, you can do videos like this. You can do your own personal videos while you're on screen, or you can do music. It just depends on what you want to do. Facebook and IG Live. We all know, Facebook, they have their Instagram, they own Instagram, and you can do live tutorials and talks and things like that as well. Zoom and Apache. Now, this is just like freeconferencecall.com. This is all about screen sharing, having a conference call with more than one person. So this will be great for team engagement, staying abreast to what's going on and how you guys are going to make your moves. But also for Facebook and IG Live, it's an opportunity for your following and your brand members to connect with you. Freeconferencecall.com, you can actually send out links to all of your clients to have them join you on the free conference call, and they can comment and chat with you and everything. So these are great free resources. Now it's time to talk about how to get paid during a pandemic. I know some of you guys are like, all right, okay, you got the engagement piece down. You ready for me to show you the money, right? Okay, so let's get into it. Number one, ebooks. See, guys, I'm always talking to you guys about how to implement different things in your business that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. Well, did you know it's completely free to create an ebook? Now, think about it, guys. If you had an ebook right now, literally, you could be promoting. Even if you did nothing else, you could simply promote your book. And guys, we actually have a strategy where you can write an ebook or a hardback book, a physical book, in less than 30 days. Okay, you can do it in 2 weeks if you truly wanted to. Ebooks are a great way. Next, audio programs. We were just talking about podcasting, but again, with that freeconferencecall.com, guys, if you have something like an audio program where you're talking about your particular subject that it could help someone, you literally could download the files with freeconferencecall.com and you can make money from the program. Video programs and tutorials. So, like I was just showing you, how you could help them with the facials and things like that, but you can also sell video programs and tutorials. It could be to other stylists or it could be to customer base. Since they're at home, say for instance, if you say, you know what, I know you guys are going to end up doing this anyway. So if you're going to go ahead and do your hair at home anyway, let me show you the professional way to do it. Guys, you literally could sell a complete set. And here's the cooler part about it. It's free to make it. And you can literally sell them the complete program that you have. Next, and here's one of my favorites, small group coaching. Okay, guys, because you have some team members that you might want to discuss different things with, but also some clients that you might want to talk to that have some of the same issues. It could be a hair growth seminar or coaching as far as how to do your hair, or it could be something for the children, how to do their hair, how to protect themselves during these particular times. Guys, it all just depends on what you're doing. But this is something that you can definitely implement. And free conference call is definitely one of those free resources that you can do that. I believe Zoom and Apache as well. Apps and gamification. Now, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I'm hoping that some of you guys are really thinking about creating apps or implementing an app in your business, because apps, guys, is all about connecting people to your business a little bit more. Okay. And the cool thing about apps now is, guys, you can get an app made completely for free. It's just the designing. However, if you want help with that, we do app designing. You can always, get us on board with you to help you out and point you in a wonderful direction. And then gamification. Guys, this is really something that is truly about engaging, but you can also make money. Basically, doing challenges, quizzes, surveys, engaging them with that, and then giving a free giveaway once you guys are back up and running. Now, the number one business automation tool that you need to do all those things that we just discussed to get it out to your people in one push, with, with it being hands free, is email marketing. You're going to hear me talk about it all the time, guys, because email marketing is the number one thing that I overlooked when I first started off. Had I not overlooked email marketing, I would be way ahead of where I'm at right now. I've made wonderful progress. I really have. But out of all the businesses, when I had them, all of the different brands, the luxury boutique, the electronics, okay, doing the internship, it would all have been bigger than life had I mastered email marketing. And so I really want you guys at this particular time, if you do not have an email marketing source such as Aweber or MailChimp, I'm telling you guys, download, sign up for one of these programs. They're very inexpensive, and the work that they do for you is priceless. It takes the workload off of you when it comes to brand building and engaging with your clients and customers. Well, let's recap. So, guys, this is a time where we can sit back and really have two different mindsets, right? Not just sitting back, but really have two different mindsets: opportunity or opposition. Well, if you're here, I know you're looking for opportunity. So, you're going to think about, what is the purpose of your beauty business? How are you engaging it with your team members as well as your customers? What is it that you guys truly stand for after this is over with? You really want to drive home those things. Um, Getting in contact with your target market through psychographical segmentation, because this is how you connect with them on a more personal level. Start thinking about additional streams of incomes through ebooks and different courses and tutorials, because if you are a staple of your community, trust and believe there are going to be people that want to take pieces of your brand with them no matter where they are, regardless if they can come into your shop or not. This is why it's important to connect through psychographical segmentation and then offer different products and services that people can have to connect with your brand. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, post your comments below as well. But also, if you want help creating these products and services, email marketing or apps and gamification, anything that you've seen here, please contact us at beautybranduniversity@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys, and be safe out there.